Perhaps the esteemed governor is right. I am glad to hear that your lordship supports my decision, esteemed Magos. The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Oh my god, the words. It's the opposite of word porn. This is the words they use in this game are so big and hard to pronounce. Yeah, it's the opposite of word porn. At least for me. Its tip is directed straight for the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? Abundantly so, Magos. Say nothing and do not interfere. Your lordship, I trust you will grant me a place aboard your shuttle. The Adeptus Mechanicus will be grateful for your cooperation. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you to the Rakad system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until my life functions cease, but only within the limits of Rakad system. You're a Hanuman? Glad you're alive. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? According to the reports we received, Logis Abel Hanuman set off the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Klauks? My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about Abel, Governor? I never met him in person. That esteemed Logis supervised the work of Raika Menoris Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true Ansorite. Where can I get information on this individual? I would suggest that you inspect the esteemed Logis Sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cognitators at the command post. They might provide you with some information. That name might be used as a signal intelligible only to the intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amarnath. Initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection is death-like. I see. Glad to be of service, your lordship. That is all I wanted to discuss. So I failed at finding out what went wrong by not being rude. Well, do you know anything about the tech priest Abel Hanuman? Unit Quartz Crane has no previous communications with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Rakais Manoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cognitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Appeal to the cognitator's spirit for further information. Permission to transfer information is granted. What do you wish to tell me? Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Rakad Manoris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communications with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamics Xenobium without delay. Restoring communications with the Electro Priest and ensuring the Sanctum security are top priorities. You are head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence and pressure on objects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Rakidai Ahmedne of Koronus must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. What will I get in return for my help? Awareness of the fact that the rogue trader did not stand aside and has influenced the further of the hallowed electrodynamics Xenobium include the possible rescue of my most holy electro priests. Unit Quartz Crane can promise no more. I will discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. Let's talk with him again. Tech Priest Quartz Crane claims that you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adeptus Mechanicus Monastery. Of course he does. That Tech Priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched by the Holy Xenobium at the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. I wish to discuss the insurgency on the planet. As you wish. The options here. This is going to be quite a read. Number 1. My reasoning, one would have to be blind not to see all signs of cultist activity. Have you ever had to deal with such a threat before, Governor Medine? As a soldier of the Asta Militarum, I have, so do not waste my time with requests to prove the obvious, because I speak from experience. The writers are too well organized, too well informed, too well armed. There are signs of indoctrination into the heretical beliefs. They are clearly being directed by someone competent and charismatic, Governor. You're dealing with an arch enemy cult that is growing at an alarming rate. The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the impending demise of the world. Let's see. Let's do these. The insurgents mentioned Steel of Voxcast. They have been listening to your people's communications. It is not much, but it's something. I will order an audit of our equipment to see if that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the improving demise of the world. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe in it. The insurgents are using the archenemy's artifacts, enchanted lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with magnifying glass. That's not sorcery. Let's do the first one here. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. All right, perhaps I'm underestimating the mutiny, writing it off as a rabble's usual nonsense. However, if it does involve corruption and an underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship.
My faith is my shield.
Okay, so we got the plasma pistol. Heavy weapon proficient. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. They will automatically dodge the next soldier's attack. Huh. So this one is pretty cool. So it doubled the damage. And then it will take 25% off it. So it depends on how well I will hit entrenched. The soldier immediately spends all their AP and MP and gains 30% bonus to cover. This one is good, because when I use running gun I have nothing that I can actually burn the round after. So this one is actually good. I'm gonna pick that. Oh, my athletics is very bad. Reckless strike looks good. Let's break through. We're taking a restless strike there. Plasma weapon, we want that on him. Weak body, weak soul. Exposed weakness into reduce enemy's toughness and willpower. That is pretty good. Weakening the target ain't bad. Warp. Skill value 20. Logic. Or do warp. Let's see what we have here. Let's do entrench on her as well. It was very good. A medic. Why not? Leader's assault. Be vigilant. Allies under the effect of the officer's abilities gain a bonus to their weapon skill. Plus 5 more damage, that can actually be really good. Yeah, so this is... What are we going for here? Oh dear. Well, seize the initiative. Yeah, we'll have to take that. Be vigilant. I think it's the best choice here. She needs ballistic skill. Or weapon skill. 30 and 30. Yeah, both. The ballistic skill. First. Let's see what you got. Operative. Yeah, this dude is stacked with both melee and can do everything. You're gonna be the multi-melta, maybe. We have a flamer on her. She can use bolters as well. So he should probably go Melta or Plasma. We don't have Melta on anyone. Go Melta on him. Logic. Every level up takes a lifetime. Let's trade. Oh, we got enough for the modified last gun at least. Let's check on the...
protects.
So I have to check on this guy also, cause can he... what can he use? Features... Permanent. Moving points, features, talents, heavy weapon proficiency. Yeah, I can't tell. Skills, weapons. Can he have heavy armor is the question. Power armor, yeah, that's where you can see it. So this, no one have the heavy armor set, so that's gonna be the main guy.
For the Emperor.
For next level up. You can probably not afford the heavy armor before we...
The divine watches over
done here.
us.
Continue. Force access the cogitator. We succeeded. Bypassed security layers. I applied to the machine spirit to open Logis Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. Good. Go to Logis private archive. Results of Logis Abel's data trans. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Attack is in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when a spiral was turned into a circle but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logis Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. I don't know what verbatim is. Logis Abel is seeking an audience with the Venerable Dull Impulse 4, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace. for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Xenobiome. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. I think that's 6. X is 10 and the V is 5, right? So it's 6. Roman numbers, goddammit. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. I believe I know the intent recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me, O Messiah. Grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Go to the sacred computation 782 5M. Upon logisable orders, the archives of every augur station on the Rika Minoris and the 2 primary satellites of Rikad Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Maurov and Cypher the Ken, of the 2 great champions of faith whose external cognitators have been placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation results positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived to Rikad Minoris cycles ago. Early in the winter, the most recent one arrived a month ago. Logis Abel's conclusion. The insurrection on the planet had been long in the making. With the participation of external actors, it is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rikad system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movement can be attributed to weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Rikad Filia? Governor Medine's attention must be drawn to. And then the final entry cuts off abruptly. Go to recent observations. The satellite Magos Maurov reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with the wreckage of the flagship of Rogue Trader, Dynasty House von Valancius. The satellite Safira the Ken reports that the ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship has sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rikad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to the planetoid Rikaidi Filia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. Go to the investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as Heavy Augur Station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent space, ?